Morning, everybody. Praise be to the Lord.
Now and
Now and forever.
forever.
Okay, guys. We're going to continue with our reviews. Now is the final review for grammar, right? And we are going to review regular and irregular verbs. That is going to appear on the on the test. This topic, right? Of regular and irregular verbs. So please pay attention, right? Because we're going to watch some videos about the topic of regular and irregular verbs.
Hello friends, welcome to Free Grammar Lessons. In this video, we will be learning everything about regular verbs and irregular verbs. It will include what they exactly are, how they are formed, and what is the difference between the two. So without a further ado, let's get started. Let's first remember what we have already learned in our parts of speech video series related to forms of verb. During the discussion of forms of verb in our video, we understood that verbs change as per tense and they are divided into three main forms, which are base form or present form, past form, and past participle form. If you haven't watched that video or need a revision, I will provide the links in the description. Now, let's look into the examples of it. Verb arrive in present tense becomes arrived in past and arrived in past participle form. Let's look into one more example. Verb drink in present form becomes drank in past form and drunk in past participle form. Now, as you can see, for converting a word arrive to past and past participle form, we used ed. But for converting the word drink, we didn't use any such pattern. So the verb which is following a pattern for conversion from present to past and past to past participle is a regular verb, and the verb which is not following any pattern for conversion from present to past and past to past participle form is irregular verb. Let's redefine them. Based on the formation of past and past participle forms, verbs are divided into two types, regular verbs and irregular verbs. Regular verbs are verbs that follow a fixed pattern while conversion from present to past and past participle form. While irregular verbs are verbs that do not follow a fixed pattern while conversion from present to past and past participle forms. Regular verbs are formed by adding ed, d, or ied to verbs base form as per the last character in the verb. As irregular verbs do not follow any such pattern, we cannot form just by adding a specific character the irregular verbs. Let's now understand how regular verbs are formed. Most regular verbs are formed by adding ed to the base form of the word. Let's take example of verb jump. We add ed at the end of the word to get the past or past participle form. So, jump become jumped in past and past participle form. Let's look into some more example. Call converts to called in past form and past participle form. Look converts to looked in past and past participle form. Now there are some cases where we need to modify some parts of the words when we are adding ed. Let's look into those cases. Regular verbs formed by adding d to the base form of the word. If a verb ends in e, we simply add d to convert it into past and past participle form. For example, like here the word ends with e, so we just add d after e for getting the past and past participle forms. it will become liked for past and past participle form both. Let's look into two more examples. Agree becomes agreed by adding D for getting the past and past participle form. Die becomes died by adding D for getting the past and past participle form. Let's look into one more case. Regular verbs formed by adding IED to the base form of the verb. If the verb ends in a consonant Y, we replace it with IED. For example, cry. Here the verb ends with Y. So we replace Y with IED for getting the past and past participle forms. So cry becomes cried in past as well as past participle form. Let's look into some more example. Study becomes studied by replacing Y to IED in past as well as past participle form. Marry becomes married by replacing Y to IED in past and past participle form. So here we understood how to create regular verbs. Let's now look into irregular verbs. We understood that irregular verbs do not form any fixed pattern. For our understanding, we will divide them into four groups. Group 1. Group 1 will contain verbs whose all three verb forms are same. Group 2 will contain same past and past participle form of verbs. Group 3 will contain same base and past participle form of verb. And group 4 will contain all three forms of verb which are different. Let's look into examples of irregular verbs of group 1. All three verb forms are same. Examples for base form, past form and past participle form. Put in base form remains put in past and past participle form. Cut in base form remains cut in past and past participle form. Hurt in base form remains hurt in past and past participle form. Let's look into examples of group 2. Same past and past participle form. Buy in base form becomes bought in past and remains same bought in the past participle form as well. Feel in base form becomes felt in past and remains felt in past participle form as well. Win in base form becomes won in past and remains won in past participle form as well. Let's look into group 3 having same base and past participle form. Come in base form converts to came in past form and in past participle form it again converts to come. Become in base form converts to became in past form and in past participle form it again converts to become. Run in base form converts to ran in past form and in past participle form it again converts to run. So here were the examples of group 3. Let's look into group 4 examples. All three forms are different here. Break in base form becomes broke in past form and broken in past participle form. Go in base form becomes went in past form and gone in past participle form. Swim in base form becomes swam in past form and swum in past participle form. As you can understand from the examples, for irregular verb, there is no specific way to convert from base form to past and past participle form. So you will have to learn them. That's all in this video. Let's quickly revise what we learned in this lesson. Firstly, we understood that there are two types of verbs based on form of verbs. Regular verbs and irregular verbs. Regular verbs follow a fixed pattern, while conversion from present to past and past to past participle form, while irregular verbs do not follow any such pattern. Then we understood how irregular verbs are formed. They are formed by adding ed, d or ied based on the last character of the verb. Finally, we looked into four groups of irregular verb. Group 1 having all three verb forms same. Group 2 having same past and past participle form. Group 3 having same base and past participle form. Group 4 having all the verb forms different. That's all about regular and irregular verbs in this video. Thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please write in the comment section. If you like the video, please hit the like button. Do share the video so others can learn, and do subscribe to our channel to get regular updates about the course.
We're going to see another. We're going to see another video, right, for regular and irregular verbs. I think in regular verbs you don't have the problem to change it in past. I think the problem is in irregular verbs, because if you remember that when you pass a verb that is irregular to the past and past participle, all the structure of the word change, and that is the problem that you have. I send you a list of words. I hope you have it, and I hope you also start to study those words, because it will help you for the test. Actually, it will help you for the test. I send it to the WhatsApp. I send it. I hope all of you have those words.
The 50 most common irregular verbs. Base form, past simple, participle. Awake, awoke, awoken. Be, was or were, been. Blow, blew, blown. Build, built, built. Buy, bought, bought. Catch, caught, caught. Choose, chose, chosen. Dream, dreamt, dreamt. Drink, drank, drunk. Eat, ate, eaten. Fall, fell, fallen. Fight, fought, fought. Fly, flew, flown. Freeze, froze, frozen. Grow, grew, grown. Hear, heard, heard, hide, hid, hidden, hold, held, held, know, knew, known, lay, laid, laid, leave, left, left, lend, lent, lent, lose, lost, lost, pay, paid, paid, quit, 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 read, 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 ride, rode, ridden, run, ran, run, say, said, said, seek, sought, sought, sell, sold, sold, send, sent, sent, shake, shook, shaken, shine, shown, shown, sing, sang, sung, sink, sank, sunk, sit, sat, sat, sleep, slept, slept, spend, spent, spent, spread, 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 stand, stood, stood, steal, stole, stolen, Swear. Swore. Sworn. Swim. Swam. Swum. Teach. Taught. Taught. Tell. Told. Told. Think. Thought. Thought. Where. Warn. Wrote. Written. Win. Won. Won.
Okay, we already saw the most common 50 words. I don't know, Fatima, I don't know how many verbs appear in the list I already sent to you, because I already sent it to everyone.
What list, Mister? The
The last one, the last one. I sent one
irregular verbs.
of irregular verbs. Yeah, I really don't find where is the file on the group. Let's see.
Irregular verb.
This one, yes, irregular verbs.
Hmm?
Line plots. No, no, it's not this one. No, it's not this one. Let's see. No, it's not this one. No, 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 no. Oh yeah, this one. This one. We have regular verbs, right? And we have common irregular verbs. This one, right? I have in here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. I have 80 verbs in here that are irregular. Okay? I hope everybody have this list on your computer, or if you can print it. I hope everybody printed this list. Also, this one, the regular verbs.
Yes.
Okay, because it, as I told you, it will help you for your quizzes, even in reading, spelling, and grammar. I hope everybody has it. Print it on your cell phone or your tablet. I really don't know, but I hope everybody have this list, because it will help you a lot, because you have many problems about how to identify regular or irregular verbs. Not all of you, but most of you have that problem to identify each verb. And I sent this to list. I sent it on August 27. I think it was last week. It was last week. It will help you a lot, these ones, right? So find it. If you don't have it, find it, download it, and put it on your computer, tablet, or in your cell phone, because it will help you. It will help you for studying, not for doing the test, actually, right? It will help you to study and making the tests. I saw many of you show me those lists on the camera. I'm very glad to you to have it on your hands. Even it doesn't matter if you have it on your cell phone, like Roland showed me. It's okay, but I really need all of you have those lists to be printed if you can print it, or in digital in your cell phone, okay, or in your tablet or in your computer. But it's really important to have it. Very good to those people to show me that, right? To show me that. I'm very happy. And I see, and I start to so many faces like, I have to find those lists because I don't have it. I start to see those faces of you. Okay, guys. It's almost time. So, I will see you tomorrow for the next class of reading, the last review for reading, and tomorrow we're going to make more exercises using line plots, right? Because that is the topic, line plots. So at 1 o'clock, I think you have Estudios Sociales, Ciencias Sociales, yes. At 1 o'clock you have Sociales. So people, see you tomorrow at 7 o'clock in the morning, yes?
We have religion.
Sorry?
We have religion.
I have?
We have religion.
No.
We
No, no, no,
have
no, no.
religion.
No, 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 no. This week you don't have Bible, okay? Ni orientation, okay? So you have classes 2 until 1 o'clock for Sociales, right? Bye-bye. Take care, people.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Study for Sociales.